Like the fire under the candle, I let that wick burn.
Yo, what's good? So today we're going to be doing an experiment on a battery that came in the BMW 535. I'm gonna go buy a new battery, but I thought today was the opportune time to test and see if you can actually restore a battery. I mean, it kind of dawns on me. So what I did right here, just put some cold tap water in a clean, it's clean at the bottom, maybe not at the top, but a clean pan. And what I'm going to do here is I'm going to add, what I'm trying to get away from me, I'm going to add baking soda to it. So this is going to be my baking soda. This is going to be my my baking soda mixture here. So what I'm going to do, I have my, just get basic, simple baking soda, right? And we're going to add some baking soda to the water. I've already did one set, and I just want to show you guys how this actually works. So I'm going to add some baking soda to it. Add a good little amount, no big deal. The baking soda and the water, it will combine to form some kind of something. I forgot. I did chemistry in high school and college, and I love chemistry, but I'm just not thinking chemistry right now. I'm on mechanic level. So anyways, I got my baking soda and water, and what you do is, the first thing I did is I cleaned the battery off on the top. I didn't want any debris in it. I took my two caps off, and then I poured the sulfuric acid into a clean, this is the sulfuric acid, into a clean container that I'm going to reuse this. But I'm also going to filter that out, and I'm going to show you how I do that with cheesecloth. But so here's my sulfuric acid from the battery. So the battery was emptied out, and as you can see, it's kind of dirty still. But as I was emptying out, I can kind of see, as I was emptying out the sulfuric acid, I could see how kind of black the container of water was over there. So what we're going to do, we're going to use sodium and water. We're going to use baking soda and H2O, and it's going to combine with the calcium, the buildup inside of the battery. It's going to bubble out, and it's going to clean and break that stuff down, which is why your battery stops holding a charge, is because every cell, this one has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Every cell in the battery has a corrosion on it, and that corrosion inhibits the electrons to actually hold the charge and go back and forth between positive and negative ions. So once you clean that off, you restore your battery. So it dawned on me, every time we go get a battery from AutoZone, they always take our old battery. Why are they taking our old battery? Because all they're doing is taking that sulfuric acid, cleaning it up, and restoring that battery and selling it to someone else for like a used battery price. So I'm like, well, why can't we do the same thing? So the first thing you also have to have is some distilled water. So after we clean the battery up, right, we're going to put the sulfuric acid back in there, and we're going to add it to the right level with distilled water. It can't be tap water. Do not put tap water in here. It has to be distilled water. So let me show you what it looks like when we start adding the sodium into these little pockets. I'm doing this with one hand. I'm going to hold it on one hand, and I'm going to try to pour it in here steadily. I'm going to mix up my mixture. This is not acid right here. This is just baking soda and water, so I can touch this with my hands. Actually, what I'm going to do, I'm going to use my scoop to be a little bit better. All right, so we're going to add it to all these little cells here, and you're going to see what happens. You see it bubbling up, you guys? That is the debris that's on the cells breaking down and coming up. The water and the sodium reacts with the, I guess, the acid base or whatever it is, and it really gives a nice clean to the cell. So we're going to add this a couple more times. To restore your battery, this is how we're doing it. Okay, again, I'm just adding baking soda and water. This is tap water. This is not distilled water here. Now, when I get ready to do my final add, I'm going to use distilled water because we want no minerals. Oh, that's beautiful. Yeah, clean it up, boy. Clean it up. Yeah, boy. Yeah. I'm going to let this sit for about 30 minutes, and then we're going to come back, drain it out, do another flush, and then we're going to add our sulfuric acid back into the battery. Then we're going to put it on charge and see if it holds. Initially, my battery was only holding it. I checked it just now before I took it apart, and it was at like 9.8. Last week it was at 10, so it's losing a little bit of its charge, but then it wouldn't even get to 12. So we're gonna test it, put it on charge for about a day, Let's see if it can get to 12. So now I set my funnel up with a cheesecloth in the funnel, and I took the acid from this bucket, used the funnel and put the funnel inside of this jar here with the filter on it. And then at this point in time I was able to filter this one into here, and now I have nothing but filtered acid that left all that debris and gunk into my cheesecloth. I don't know what those little black things are, but I guess they go back in there. Have no idea, like, at all what those are. Anybody know what that is, let me know. They came out of the battery. Did they come out the bottom? Don't look like they came off of here. Everything on there look like it's supposed to be. So anyways, we have our, now this was the last little bit, and it does kind of look dark, so I'm gonna let that settle down again, and then I'm going to filter it one more time, and then we should be good. This one here has been sitting for a little while, like it's still kind of bubbling up a little bit, so give it a couple more minutes, and then gotta find out what the byproduct of sodium, baking soda, and water, and acid, the corrosion on the acid battery in the cells, what that byproduct is, and how I dispose of it properly. So alright, we're about ready to put this in and cap it up and see what the charge is going to be. We're going to test the charge on it immediately. Okay, so I used a funnel in each cylinder and pretty much poured the acid back in using the funnel in each hole. So I got it evenly distributed, and then once I got it evenly distributed, I took my distilled water and topped off each hole, not to the very top, but there's a little metal, probably lead bar that runs all the way across the top. You want to cover that bar, and then you also want to kind of go to the base of the plastic there. You don't want to go all the way to the top. So, but other than that, I'm gonna go ahead and get my multimeter and see if I can get a reading off of it. Okay, so as I stated earlier in the video, that when I tested it out earlier today before I started breaking the battery apart, it was showing a 9.2. So let's see what it's showing right now. Even though I don't have the caps on it, I should still be able to get a pretty good reading off of it. Ooh, shoot! It's at 11.36 right now. 11.3, and I haven't charged it at all. The cells are working. I'm gonna put it on charge and see if I can get it to a 12. And okay, so had the battery on charge for about an hour using my battery charger, and we're getting ready to do a test on it right now and see what it shows now. Let's see. I'll put it onto positive terminal, into my positive terminal, my negative terminal, and we are showing 12.16. all right, we're gonna let it charge a little bit more, see if we can get it up to about 12.5, 12.7, and then see if it holds the charge after we take it off. So that's gonna be great. We just transformed a bad battery into a good battery by using baking soda and water and a little ingenuity. Y'all gotta tap in on that. If you like this video, man, and you like the double R in the back, you know what I'm saying? I'm getting another one for my wife. She don't know it yet. Make sure you hit the like and subscribe. That helps me pay for all these cars that I bring in and fix and show you, and all these new little tricks. So yeah, your boy Yuka. Let's go!